Now, this is the most important episode of the season, so let's talk about it. So today I will be reviewing Braxton Family Values Season 5, Episode 19. So let's get down to business. Let's talk about the most important thing of the episode, of the season. Damn the women fighting, damn the women making up, damn everything. Except Birdman. We gotta talk about the whole Birdman gate. So this is serious. Toni Braxton finally brings Birdman on the show. Now, she's the only one on the show that doesn't call him Birdman. Matter of fact, she's the only one in the world that doesn't call him Birdman. She calls him by his mother-given name, Brian. But nobody else knows him by. I didn't even know the boy's name was Brian. He's been Birdman for decades. So I'm not going to call him Brian. He's Birdman. So she finally brings Birdman on the show. She doesn't tell him that her father's gonna be there, but she lures him to dinner so he can meet the family, or specifically her father. Now, before we talk about how the meeting went, let's talk about the obvious. Well, at least the obvious to my ass. Now, Birdman is world known, very famous man, known for his money. He is known for dating some serious women, high-profile women. You know, it was the whole Kimora Lee Simmons rumor. You know. There was Keisha Coles. I mean, the list goes on. He's dated some really high-power, profile, rich women. So these women aren't needy. These women are not insane women. These aren't women trying to hold on to his coattails. So he's pulling some very high-power, beautiful women that don't need money. So Toni Braxton falls into this category. But what I don't understand is, how's he pulling these women? Okay, so let's just say, like, we all have flaws. Nobody's perfect. We all have flaws. But, you know, he's not your definition of a sex symbol. I don't mean that in a mean way. It's just obvious. Like, you know, and a lot of times you don't have to be perfect to be a sex symbol. You just have to have, like, balance. And what I mean by that, let's just take, I don't know, Chris Brown. Okay, Chris Brown is tatted on every area in his body. There's tattoos. I mean, the boy looks like a walking billboard. See? So if he started out on the balance scale, that's not balance. You know, he's kind of falling off here. But the boy is cute as hell, and he can sing, and he can dance. Evens it out. And then he's rich. That's how it falls in the points category. So Chris Brown evens out. He ends up on the higher scale. He pulls a lot of women. Okay? This is an example. This is real life. You know, you gotta even things out to be considered a sex symbol. Like Trey Songz. Ego, can sing, cute as hell. See how you just rise? But Birdman, I mean, I can't lie. You know, he did short. None of that's gonna tatted with a bad boy attitude. Now, and a mean New Orleans accent. I mean, his dialect is insane, and not in a good way. Like, I can barely understand what this boy is saying, let alone rapping about. You know, like, he has a lot of money, but so does Toni Braxton. So I'm not understanding the allure of Birdman, okay? But something's got to be special about, because he's pulling some serious women. Now, he has taken victim my poor little precious role model, Toni Braxton, who is so pretty. I'm not understanding. He shows up to the dinner, tatted up, shirt opened up, and, you know, he's got a reputation for being a bad boy. Women love bad boys. But he was a bad boy in the 90s. This is not the 90s anymore. And so now he's got the reputation. I didn't do it to him. He did it to himself for being an old bad boy that no one's scared of anymore. Because you remember the whole Breakfast Club thing, put some speck on my name. He did that to himself. I'm not understanding the Toni Braxton allure. I'm not like, Toni, you can get any man you want. And then when he shows up to the meeting, the family seems to love him. Like Tamar, remember I told you last week, Tamar doesn't know how to shut up. If there's a problem in the building, she's gonna let you know. She embraced him like, hey, Birdman, he's hugging to whatever. Everybody seems to like him. So I can't figure this out. And the only way I'm going to figure this out, I'm gonna need a spinoff. I'm gonna need a spinoff. I wanna know what the hell Birdman's got that's attracting these women. And these are broke little needy hanger-on groupies. These are powerful, sane women. I don't understand. Because you know, Keisha Cole, she don't play. Like, Keisha Cole is smart, strong, and she doesn't take anybody's shit. Something's got to be special about Birdman to, I'm going to need this. I'm going to need a spin-off. So I'm going to start a petition because we're going to need a spin-off. I need answers. And he wasn't on the show long enough for me to dissect his personality. I mean, the boy was in and out. He came in looking like a old 70s porn star with no shirt on. Like, he sat down, he was very polite, and before I could blink my eye, the boy was gone. I'm gonna need to spin off. And if anybody watching this has information that will help me understand this Birdman situation with my role model, Toni Braxton, y'all gotta shout it out. You gotta let me know what's going on, because I'm baffled and confused. Now, the meeting went nice, off without a hitch, but I still have questions. Now, let's move on to the rest of the episode. In this episode, Tamar and Tracy finally confronted 2-year gate. That's what we call it, 2-year gate. The problem that has been bothering Tracy for 2 years. But she didn't initiate it. She didn't initiate it. It was Tamar who decided, this is ridiculous. I know she's mad about something. Let me get to the bottom of it. Thank God Tamar said enough was enough. Because, I mean, I told you a couple episodes back, like, I believe everybody has a 1-month rule. If you don't tell me what I did in a month, to hell with you. Like, I can't hang on to things that long. But Tamar said, let's get to the bottom of it. So Tracy finally, in a mature environment, not in the middle of an argument, finally sat down with Tamar and explained that it all stemmed from a tweet or some posting on Instagram, something like this. This should have been handled 2 years ago, that damn day, if it was that traumatic for Tracy to hang on to it. But I guess better late than never. Listen, these women drive me crazy. But this time, the argument did not stretch on for years. Toni Braxton came to the scene, because, you know, she's very reasonable. Very, very reasonable. That's what I don't understand. The Birdman thing, but we already talked about that. Okay, let me get back on point. I get lost sometimes. She brought all the sisters together. They seemed to resolve the whole food tasting issue themselves. They didn't need a meeting with a counselor. They didn't need Bishop Jakes. So they finally came to it on their own, although it was the older sister again that sits these children down and like, okay, let's work this out. But they gotta learn how to do this without Toni, okay? She can't do everything. She can't be and the big sister and the mom and the counselor. You guys got to learn how to do this without Toni. But the little promises that I seen was that Tamar started admitting some serious truths. Like, I'm the youngest and I'm not so mature. That's a step in the right direction, Tamar, because usually you are at the center of every argument. So now all I'm going to need you to realize is that if I just shut up, my life will be a much better place. And so if you can figure that out, you guys will be a good family. Like, you're already a good family, but you'll be a role model family. And it all stems from Tamar's lips. Tamar, if you could learn to, you guys will be a role model. So hopefully we're heading in that direction. So this was another cute episode. There wasn't too much else going on. You know, Tamar explained to her parents about the miscarriage and how she's trying to get pregnant. And, you know, I still can't seem to let go of the fact that I don't think the dad wants to be divorced. Now, nobody's told me that. He just has a look of love in his eye every time he talks to the mother. And she doesn't have a single look of love in her in her eyes. So maybe that's where the problem is. But at least they're communicating now and able to talk, and past hurt seems to be gone. So that's good. So I love this show because it has everyday problems except for the Birdman thing. Like, every day. You know, I wish my sister would meet a Birdman. Well, I guess. I don't have to find out what's going on with him. But, you know, everything besides the Birdman dating a very rich guy, besides that, this family has problems just like everybody else. And so I love watching them every week. I'll be there next week. So thanks for watching. Until then, talk to you next time. Bye.